One of the things I enjoy about being in the advisory group is that I feel that I've been heard.
I think that all services should have an advisory group so they can ask children to see what they need to change or what can make it better.
At Uniting, children are not only clients, we also consult with children on matters that affect them.
We use a variety of child-friendly resources and strategies to embed their perspectives into various aspects of service delivery. We acknowledge that not one tool is appropriate or culturally fit for all children, which is why our practitioners are agile and adaptive in the ways that they encourage children to speak up and to participate. Through this, we're not only supporting children to claim their right to participate in decisions that affect them, but we're also helping adults grow in their capacity to honour and uphold those rights in meaningful, practical ways. In this way, as a service, we're meeting our obligations and responsibilities to children. So when we're talking about child participation, we're really talking about the importance of involving children and young people in decision-making processes that affect them. And what that means is that we need to encourage children to speak freely, to speak their mind and to offer their perspectives, and we also need to ensure that adults listen to what they say, value what they say and act on what they say. So at Uniting, we are really deeply committed to making sure that children and young people are safe, happy and empowered. Uniting has just developed an engagement and participation framework for children and young people, and that framework includes tools and resources to guide our practitioners in ways that they can encourage children to speak up, and also ways for their feedback to be incorporated into service design and delivery. My role was a newly created role. I get to travel around to all of Uniting's different services and programs, talking to children and young people. I also get to supervise our lovely lived experience worker, and it means that I have an opportunity to speak to children all the time about what matters to them and how we can improve things for them. Children's participation isn't something that you just do as a one-off. It's about creating an organisational culture where children are valued, respected and empowered.
So the Youth Advisory Group is where we invite young people and we work together to gain their insights and perspectives to help shape our programs, spaces and information. So we create a safe, fun and engaging space for children who attend the advisory group. We really value the children's insights because it really helps us to steer away from our adult lens and stay with what's current and what's important for children.
One of the things I enjoy about being in the advisory group is that I feel that I've been heard and that I've contributed to something, and having pizza.
What do you enjoy most about being in this advisory group? I enjoy that we can play some games or have a sensory toy in front of us while we're answering questions, and that they can take our information and put it into the presentation to make a difference.
I think that the purpose of the advisory group is to ask children or kids about how they think things could be set up better.
We did a meeting and we gave feedback on a website and a slideshow, and giving input on things that they should add or change.
Some of the feedback that I know has been carried on include games and colouring ins, pencils, Lego in the waiting rooms, and I think it would really help the kids when they come in to see stuff that they know.
I know that I've been listened to when things have changed, when words have changed or things have changed in a room or a presentation. Some words that we told you that might not make sense to smaller children to change, to make it a little easier to pronounce, and you did that. So I think that's good. What makes you safe and supported in a group like the advisory group?
When the people that are there are listening and we're all engaging and having things around that may help if they're new people, like toys and like slime or Play-Doh or something.
I feel safe and supported when I am in a comfortable place and a safe environment, and there's some sensory toys or games in front of me that I can play with to help me talk.
Checking in with the child, making sure that they feel safe and say it themselves. Give them activities like drawing or playing with Lego to make it feel like they're doing what they might usually do at home. They can also check in with them at the start and also at the end to see how they're feeling and maybe see how their feelings have changed throughout.
I think that all services should have an advisory group, so like they can ask children to see what they need to change or what can make it better and to get their opinion, so it will be more engaging to the children.
I think all services for children should have a youth advisory group because the adults aren't going to be the ones leading the world in 20 years' time.